see in front of you an image of a flame-scoured mountainside. Around it, ash storms swirl and scream in rage. The vision blinks, blurs. Now you see a swampland, wet with humidity, willows drooping down towards brackish water that reflects the color of blood. The pillowing flames from the mountain in the distance, flickering. Things blur once more, and you see towering stone structures, lined in rows like a garden, but massive in scale. This too becomes choked in smoke, and the air begins to burn. A voice whispers in your ear, but rings loudly in your mind. You have come from the Imperial City prisons, first by carriage, and now by boat, to the east, to Morrowind. Do not be fearful, for I am watching. You have been chosen. You hear the sounds of a storm growing as her words ring in your ears, and overcutting the strange harmony of this dream, you hear, "Wake up! We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up! Stand up!" You are in the belly of the wooden prisoner transport ship that you were loaded onto the afternoon before. With you in the same cell is another Dunmer. The man's face is brutally scarred, and one of his eyes, it shines a dull red of blindness, while the other has the fiery red of a Dunmer. He says to you, "Stand up. There you go. You must have been dreaming. Not even last night's storm could wake you."
Yeah. I feel like shit. Oh man. I feel so sick.
What? His ears perk and swivel.
Friend.
Here comes the guard. You do know this man's name. His name is Jube. He introduced himself the day before.
His name is what?
Jube. J-I-U-B.
Okay. Continue the journal from the last campaign as a journal for this campaign.
Okay.
J-U-B-E.
J-I-U-B.
Okay.
Jube.
J-I-U-B. Are we like chained?
Your hands are bound. You have no equipment as of the moment. But you are otherwise free to move about the cell.
Cool.
A moment after he says something, you do in fact hear the rustle of scale over leather as a guard makes his way through the belly of the ship. He says, he opens the door, directing his gaze at you, and says, "This is where you get off. Come with me. I don't want any trouble."
I don't feel so good.
You'll feel better once we're on land. Come on.
I think I got something. I think I need to go to like a healer's tent or something.
You better do as he says.
Yeah, I'm coming, but like, I just don't want to puke on your shoes, man.
The guard grabs you by the wrists and jerks you forward suddenly.
Okay.
He's setting a relentless pace, holding your hands.
I am going to make this relatively difficult for this dude, and I'm going to purposefully like fall in the mud if I find a patch of mud off of the boat, just to like look particularly miserable, and I'm gonna start coughing when we enter like an official looking building.
It doesn't take too much to get up to the deck of the ship. It's very, very small. In fact, it seems like the entire point of this trip was just to carry you and Jube here. As you step onto the deck, you can see that you are parked at an incredibly small dock. With a single building fenced off from any other exit. It says Census and Exise. And
I speak. Okay.
it's in Imperial.
Yeah. Is that the name of the city? Simon asks you.
The city is not named Census and Exise.
Okay.
But that might be something Gladius thinks. No, Census and Exise being like tax offices.
Oh.
Basically, you're going through like.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Cool.
customs and immigration.
City of
Sadanine.
Census. And how do you write X?
However you think.
No, you
Alright,
have to tell me because I'm reading it.
Excise.
Back up.
Excise.
Excise. Wow, they like twin cities or something. That's a weird name. I'm just.
The guard drags you down the pier at this
Okay.
point, thoroughly sick of your shit. There is muddy puddles. This is a swampy area.
Okay, I would like to like put fingers in my throat to try to make myself throw up on
He
his
is
foot.
dragging you by
Okay.
the shackles between your
Cool.
hands. So
I'm gonna cough as loud as I can, but also while like putting my mouth like I'm pretending to, like I'm trying to not make an inconvenience of myself. I'm also are there stairs at any point?
you do have to go up a sort of very steep ladder to get to the top of the deck.
Very steep ladder?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to fall off of the ladder.
Well, he's already dragging you, so I guess I'll make him
Like,
roll.
it's gotta be hard to drag.
Athletics.
It's gotta be hard to drag on the ladder.
Okay, missed. He's got a 15. He's able to get you up there.
Okay.
Even if he...
So like,
He's already got a grip to drag you around. 'Cause
Yes,
You're
that's
already
fair.
being difficult. So he was planning on this being,
like,
a bit of a struggle.
How are we climbing the ladder? My hands are bound, so I imagine that I'm doing like one at a time.
It's like I said, it's very steep stairs into the ladder territory. It's like
Got it.
this degree,
Got it.
right? Like it's permanent setup. So you could maybe call it stairs. You could maybe call it a ladder.
Okay. Cool.
It's just not taking up much space. But yeah, no. He gets you onto the top deck.
Okay. Cool.
You're not staying in the prison ship.
Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought we were inside of the building.
Okay,
Census
you're-
and
okay.
excise.
We got onto the deck. We got onto the into the courtyard. Another guard. This one with the darker skin and wiry hair of a red guard says, "Are you sure he's okay? Should we be bringing him in?"
a red guard, is that a type of human?
Yes.
Okay. They're the Imperials, right?
No. Imperials are like Roman looking. They've got like olive tone
Okay.
skin generally,
What-
and
What do red guards look like?
red guards have dusky hair or dusky skin and wiry hair. They're basically black.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I'm going to like redouble my coughing, and then I'm gonna say,
I think I think one of you poisoned my food last night, or detaining me in that nasty cell. How dare you?
yeah, likely story. We'll turn him loose and see if he can find his way to the Imperial cult in Pelagiad. The Red Guard nods and opens the door for the Imperial soldier that's sort of dragging you, now bedraggled and mud covered.
wait, did you say I'm getting released?
A Breton man says, "Ah, yes, we've been expecting you. Did you really have to drag him through every puddle from the Imperial city to here? Come.
He's been throwing me on the ground regularly. It's Dunmerphobia.
He turns his hand towards a guard inside the office and says, "Grab some linens or something so he doesn't trip on the carpet."
That's a great idea.
And like the Breton man steps forward and
gonna-
begins sort of like mussing you off.
I'm gonna say you're planning on just releasing me while I'm in this state. You're gonna kick me out of here.
Sit. You are dismissed, he says to the Red Guard and Imperial that had brought you into the building.
So both of the person who brought me in.
Yeah,
okay,
the ones that
this
were
is a
outside.
Breton. This is
Yes,
Breton.
this is a
Breton.
Breton,
Got
yes.
it.
He pushes you down into a chair and says, "Well, I apologize for the rough treatment of our guards. They are used to lower common sort, not those that have an official pardon from the Emperor himself.
What?
I do need to verify a few pieces of information first. If you could, please, could you confirm your name?"
I don't feel so good.
And your name is?
Okay. Do you want my birth name or the name I was given in the Imperial Legion by my Imperial parents?
Which one is on the prison records?
I don't know. I gave both of them.
Well, then give me both.
My name is Gladius.
All right. And what's the other name?
They also called me Gladius when I was in the Empire.
Okay. How old are you, Gladius?
I don't know.
Best guess.
25?
All right. And I'm going to assume you don't know your exact date of birth, but do you have a sign, maybe, you recall being born under?
No.
Well, that at least mostly matches the information I have here, even down to uncertain date and uncertain parents. Well, welcome to Morrowind. Welcome home, I suppose I should say.
That's not a very warm welcome. Do you have like a potion of healing or something?
I'm very sorry. We have been given you instructions to discharge you with enough gold to provision yourself. If you would like to purchase a potion, then there is a trade house within the market square.
I don't know if I'll be able to
make it there.
Well, best of luck to you then. Take these papers through to the next building and give them to Celis Gravius. He'll have orders for you.
You gonna let me climb the stairs on my own?
You're quite right. He first removes the bindings around your wrists, and a guard moves from the corner and places a somewhat gentle hand on your shoulder, but is pushing you along.
Cool. I turn around towards the person and I'm like, according to Imperial Army regulations, Article 17, Subarticle 20A, this discharge of a prisoner has to be done, has to include any medical treatments that is necessary for the good health of the dischargee. The Imperial Legion may not discharge a prisoner or a soldier without this health care.
Well, the good news for our particular situation then is that you have not been discharged by the Legion. You have been discharged at His Majesty's will. Have a nice day.
I want to speak to your boss.
I am the lead census agent in this district.
I'll take it up with...
The governor?
I'll take it up.
Very well, do that. He turns away from you, down to his paperwork.
I'm going to cough in his face a little bit.
Just being petulant to be petulant, I love it. Trying to make a point, trying to get that potion.
Yeah, they can't do that. That's so unfair. I think so. Claudius is sour because he'd been held in the same prison before long enough that a hunger strike had started, and things were looking really well when he was transferred for political reasons. And so like I'm very like dejected and like I hope they make it without me. I hope it goes well for Billy, Jameis, and the other 5 whose name I've forgotten. And
Okay.
I follow the guards.
Okay. You are brought through a small courtyard with a pleasant bubbling fountain that feels very out of place in the swampy, humid air.
Hey, can I go grab a drink? I haven't had anything to drink since I was put on that ship.
Go, drink.
Okay. I'm gonna go up there and
Your hands have been freed now. You can.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna put my head in there. I'm gonna wash up a little bit some of the grime. I'm gonna look if there are any coins in the fountain.
Not in this particular one, no.
Okay.
Okay.
I am going to put a little bit of water in my mouth, and then I'm gonna follow the person a little bit farther.
He opens the door to a small building, which is clearly kept with military levels of cleanliness and organization. Inside is a man in still Imperial Legion wear. He has leather under it, but the scale over the leather jerkin is shining and golden. His tabard is a bright crimson red. As someone who has experience with the Imperial Legion military, you know that he is of reasonably high rank. I don't have the rank sheet up right now, but he is likely at least a captain. Well above the point that you ever reached.
Okay. I'm going to throw up on him the water, and what species? What?
This is an imperial.
Okay, got it. And I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I don't feel so good.
What have you done with this prisoner?
They've been mistreating me all the way from when I was captured.
I'll give you your deception roll now.
I'm not even that good at deception. I've got a +3. I rolled a 10.
Okay.
Does having
Yeah, I'll give you advantage. You did just spit up on him.
I rolled an 11 thanks to advantage.
Okay. Yeah, I think an insight of about 10 makes sense here. He's not. He's a captain in the Legion, not necessarily a. Yeah. So he looks and says, "Can we get this fellow at least some scuttle to chew on? Something to ease that stomach. I know supplies are a little bit tight."
And a health potion, please.
Scuttle's about the best I can do for you, soldier. Or at least... You have the bearing of someone from the Legion. Papers?
Here over, sir.
Excellent. Gladius?
Gladius.
Excellent. Okay. Everything looks to be in order. Has anyone discussed with you the terms of your release?
Yes, I'm to be released unconditionally. My all of the records of my past demeanors are to be expunged from the records, and I'm supposed to get back the equipment that I had when I was arrested.
Well, at least you have a vivid imagination.
That's what the officer who discussed it with me said.
Their name? Description?
I'm going to describe the person who took me out of the boat. He's the one who gave me that moldy cheese last night. I think he's the one. He's the reason your armor is soiled, sir.
I'll take it up with his commanding officer. Here, some scuttle for you then. You are handed a dried plant, about the size and shape of a mango, but with the texture of a sponge. It is brown, and it has the consistency of like a jerky.
Okay. I'm going to tear into it like I haven't been fed, which I just came back from a hunger strike, so I'm still actually really fucking hungry.
It actually is quite filling.
Okay.
You feel much better.
Okay.
This is scuttle.
Okay. You've got my halberd, my quarterstaff, my plate armor.
None of that, but we do have a release fee for you. But once again, let's discuss the actual terms now that we have come to an understanding about your comprehension, as it were. You are being released at the whim of His Majesty, and not without conditions.
Which Majesty?
His Imperial Majesty Uriel Septim VII. My understanding is that you're a former soldier.
How do you write that? How can I see the release paper?
It's written right here.
Okay.
Uriel.
Uriel.
Septim.
Septim.
I-M.
Septim.
The seventh.
Okay. Very, all right. Thank you. I reached to grab it.
You are being released at the whim and will of the Emperor, but it is not without conditions. You are to deliver...
I used the fact that he let go of one hand to pull. Like, I don't care if it tears. I am pulling it into my grasp.
He lets go. There are other guards in this building, for the record.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe it. I'm like, oh, man. Oh.
These are the papers that you handed him, for the record.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm getting them back.
Yeah. Okay. He hands you a where did I put it? I think I put it in here. A sealed envelope. I made this. Spent all that time on it. Where did I put it?
What? I'm gonna pause the recording.
He hands you a sealed package with a red wax seal, quite large and very complicated, and says, I need you to deliver this sealed to Caius Cosades in Balmora. Even if you open it, it wouldn't do much for you. It's all written in code. Do you need to write that name down?
Yes, can I have a journal and some ink and paper? I'd like to keep track of names. What's your name?
Celis Gravius.
Celis Gravius.
And you're delivering that to Caius Cosades.
Can I have another? Can I have another feather, another quill? This one isn't very good.
Just do your best. He has a pinched look in his face. I think he might think you are the dumbest man alive.
If you play dumb, your enemies will underestimate you.
Or perhaps correctly estimate you. Or perhaps correctly estimate you.
Yes. Perhaps. Yes. Caius Cosades?
Caius Cosades, yes.
Caius Cosades with a K?
Both C's.
How do you write D's? D-E-E-Z? Like you know, like these nuts?
D-E-S.
Okay. I'm delivering the package to the coded, unsealed package to Caius Cosades.
Sealed.
Sealed.
To Caius Cosades in Balmora.
Why?
Because that is the condition of your release. Cosades will have more instructions for you upon your arrival.
It's the condition for my release?
Yes.
But I get released first.
If you are found to be derelict in this duty, then you will be returned to the Imperial City prisons, tossed in the oubliette, and forgotten about.
I look down at the paper that's like the release order. Is it dated?
The release order does have a date on it.
Okay, so like that's when it was like signed by the emperor or something, right?
It has your release papers were just filled out by the Census and Excise agent next door and have the current date of release.
Got it.
There is also a date that the emperor signed the forms, but there's also the paperwork for today.
Cool.
The 29th of First Seed. 3E 322.
I'm not gonna keep track of that. It's first seed season.
Yeah.
Is that the month that comes after No Nuts November? I'm sorry. First seed.
It's the month between Sun's dawn and Rain's hand.
Rain's hand right after. Okay.
Between first and second seed, yes.
So like Rain's hand, like when you wash stuff.
Anyway,
This is the. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting very into character.
Okay. Well, you have your orders. Your release fee is here, and I'm not going to give you a coinage amount. It's going to be exactly enough to purchase all of the things that a level 1 paladin has.
But sir, when I was captured, when I was captured, I was wearing plate armor.
This is the estimated value of the equipment that you were wearing at the time of your capture.
This estimate is wrong, sir. This is
the
only...
armor you had been wearing at the time was issued to you by the Imperial Legion and thus is the property of the Imperial Legion. Any other questions?
Can I use your restroom?
Sure. Wash basins outside.
I don't need the wash basin. I just need the restroom.
It's in the courtyard.
That fountain?
That would be the wash basin. There's a pot.
A pot. Oh, yes. Okay, I understand. Okay.
You are given the freedom to
Okay.
use the chamber pot,
I
wash your hands in the fountain, and leave.
My mama always told me to leave things cleaner than I found them, so I'm going to wash the whole bucket in the fountain.
The guard, as you start to do it, says, "What are you doing?"
Oh, yeah, I'm cleaning it out.
Why? We sell the solid waste.
That's so smart.
Yes. It's an excellent fertilizer. Now you've contaminated a perfectly fine fountain.
Oh, sir, I'm so
Get
sorry.
out before you make any more mess.
Sorry. Hold on, I need to wash my hands first.
In the contaminated fountain. Get out.
I get as I get kicked out, I say, wait.
The door slams.
Where should I go for my plate armor? Okay, I turn around and realize that for the first time in many years, my feet are. Wait, was I already stationed in Morrowind?
You were stationed in Morrowind when you were arrested. You were then
Okay.
transferred to the Imperial City Prison at a later date.
So yeah, for the first time since my sentence, I'm back in my homeland. I am a Dunmer, not Dwemer. Cool.
Shortly after the door is slammed on you, a very short wood elf man approaches you, says, "Are you all right? You look a little rough."
Oh, I'm all right, friend. I just, well...
Guards give you a tough time?
Oh, I give them a tough time. I threw poop inside of their drinking water.
Commendable. My name is Fargoth. I think we're going to be excellent friends.
Fargoth. What species?
He is a wood elf.
Fargoth.
Which, how tall are you?
I'm not the tallest Dunmer. Based on the token that I selected, I'm like shorter than average.
Okay, so you're around my height then. You're about 5'6".
You said high elf?
He's a wood elf.
Wood elf. Sorry.
Fargoth is substantially shorter than you still. He's a full head below your height.
You and I are gonna be good for. I sure hope so. You look like a common man.
He smiles broadly, and you can see that his teeth have slight points.
Slight what?
Points.
Points.
He says, "I also have had a couple of run-ins with these guards. They are absolute terrors around town. They're nearly as bad as the tax collectors.
Tax collectors.
In fact, their favorite game seems to be shake down Fargoth and see what comes out. Say, I don't suppose, well, I mean, it's just my face is quite known here amongst the local garrison."
How can I help you, sir? How can I help you, Fargoth?
The last time they played Shakedown Fargoth, they took from me a ring. It's quite sentimental. Plain iron band with a green gem cut into it, engraved. It also has a minor enchantment, just for my own quality of life. If you could perhaps make your way through the barracks, see if you could find where this might be.
Back through this door?
No. It wouldn't be in the captain's offices or the Census and Excise building, but the barracks, which he points to the other side of the street. So you're here. You just left the captain's office. So he points to this large building, the barracks.
Okay. Barracks. Yes, absolutely.
Well, one of them's sure to have it. Just know that it definitely is mine. Can I get an insight check?
It's one of the things I have proficiency in. 21.
He's lying through his teeth. He does seem to want the ring, but you are dubious about his actual claim to it.
Okay. I'm gonna sort of like, I don't want to lean down, but I also don't want to be like towering over him. I say, walk with me, friend.
All right. Which way do you gesture? So there's ocean over here. This is the offices you just came from. There's a stone wall here.
I want to walk like towards the beach.
Okay, so
Basically.
that would be this direction.
I'm going to say, hey. I'm getting the sense that you've been under the boot of the Imperials for quite some time, and that they've wronged you. have they taken from you more than this ring with an emerald? You say it's their favorite game. They must have done it more than once.
That's the most notable thing. Gold, coin, etc. I'm sure it all gets squirreled away places, but that's...
Gold coins?
Well, what one can. Everyone coming to Morrowind brings basically everything that they have with them on their backs.
Yes. If I'm able to get you more than just your ring back, I will. Do you have any advice?
Well,
how I should go about doing this?
I certainly
How
have.
we should go about doing this?
I may have some advice. Notably, the guards spend the least time in the barracks during shift change, which is dawn, noon, and dusk. Most of them will be out and relieving the previous duty, meaning that the barracks is almost completely unoccupied. There may still be a guard or two off duty in the area. Perhaps if you tried to look like you belonged. I know Aurel's trade house here sells some old cast-off Legion uniforms. You might be able to purchase something to make you fit in. Strapping young lad as you are.
Can you help me with that? Like, do you have any like money or bartering skills? This is a Dunmer, right?
You're speaking to a wood elf.
Yes, wood elf. Yes.
He's a boss.
You've already said that thing.
Well, I do happen to know Aurel, the merchant of the trade house. Perhaps we could find a discount rate for this armor. But beyond that, a friend of mine is a friend of his, but you've yet to actually become my good friend.
Yes. I mean,
but you do me this good turn, and perhaps Aurel will be able to give you an advantageous deal on anything else that you may require. And his eyes sort of skate up your prisoner's ranks.
And I'm gonna look down and say, I don't have much, my friend. I don't know if I'll be able to afford such an armor. You're right that I'm a strapping young lad, perfect for this type of situation. I think it's a good plan, and I think we could get back more than that ring. Your advice is good.
What's in that purse at your belt then? If not coin.
They're all coppers. They only gave me coppers.
Well, let's go down to the trade house and see if that's enough.
Not very likely, but yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I'm gonna take him with me. Cool.
Okay. As you enter the trade house, then a Altmer man.
That's also no. That's an.
That's a high elf.
Oh, okay.
So while Fargoth is a head shorter than you, Aurel is a head and a half taller. He is notably tall. He has golden skin and bright red hair pulled up into a high ponytail.
Name?
Aurel. Arrile.
Arrile.
Lle.
Cool. Arrow.
Fargoth, what have you brought me this time? Oh, he's going to be our new friend. he's not a fan of the local guard, and he's offered to get me something back from Brasilius.
I haven't offered. You've asked me.
Who's counting? I was wondering, my good friend, do you have any of those cast-off Legion uniforms that you had purchased from the depot still in your stock? Arl nods and says, "Do I want to ask?" Fargoth says, "I think you don't, but I think you will want to cite a decent bargain, perhaps, for our potential new friend here. What's your name?"
Gladius.
Gladius? That's some name for a Dunmer. Well, it's certainly no business of mine.
My parents were creative types, I think.
Sure. You think?
Memory is a bit hazy from the first time I was around here.
How old were you at the time?
5.
Poor young lad. Well, alright. I do have some Imperial Legion cast-offs. Not the best quality, mind you, but they'll certainly do for whatever purposes you might have. I'm sure all legitimate. He cites you a price that's 2 silvers less than the normal price of
Of buying back my whole equipment, right?
Yes.
Cool. So I've got a holy symbol, a shield, chainmail, insignia of rank. I think that I would still have had that, like, on my person somehow, because it shows that I'm Agent Gladius.
Okay.
1 set of bone dice, common cloves, poisoner's kit, halberd, explorer's pack, 10 torch, which includes 10 torches, 10 days of rations, quarterstaff, and imperial release papers, a pardon signed by the emperor.
I think in your Imperial release papers, it at some point gets into your Legion history, mentions your status as an agent, your dishonorable discharge, and that being removed from the record by the will of the Emperor and reinstated as an agent.
Hell yeah. Cool. So they gave me my insignia back at the my insignia of rank back at the.
Well, basically, your insignia of rank is also your release papers, but it's in the bundle. It's all in the bundle.
That's my insignia. So it's like it's not a.
It's not like a pin. You don't have to show people. Or at least, you...
I'm gonna have to...
There is, markers and pins and such to denote these things, but you did not get that back, but you do have something that shows you to be an agent in the Imperial Legion.
Got it. I think I'm gonna... Cool. Okay. I do my best to look like a... and I have 2 extra silver pieces more than I would otherwise. Hustle. Cool. I'm as we exit, I'm gonna tell Fargoth. As you can tell, it wasn't just copper coins. I appreciate your help. I could also tell that the ring you mentioned isn't actually yours. So I say, how about we start being a little bit more honest and cooperate to, get stuff from the Imperials.
Well, maybe you look a little less fresh off the boat than I had originally intended. Yes, I was perhaps exaggerating, but it is true that the guard here do enjoy
They have to be taught a lesson.
Brasilius is the worst of them.
Brasilius, yes.
It's his ring. You should be able to find his chest a little more easily.
I've not met Brasilius, I don't think.
No, you wouldn't have. He doesn't normally work the offices. His beat tends to be guarding the western road into town.
Okay. When is his shift?
He should be on shift now, but it will change at the noon changeover.
Okay.
I'm
going to go in. What time is it?
It's now about 11 o'clock.
Okay.
You came in at around dawn, but between getting paperwork and now talking to Fargoth and getting kitted out again. Yeah.
Noon shift. Sorry, morning shift. I'm going to say from my experience, the best time for security problems is towards the end of a shift, when everyone is tired and wants to go back to their bunk beds. They not during shift change. That's when you get twice as many guys in the place, and they're way more, and some of them are alert.
That's when you'll have them around their actual shifts, but we want the barracks. So at shift change, there will be far less people that are off at that time, and thus less likely to be there.
Those guys stay in their barracks. They don't go out and party in town. Losers.
I'm sure at least some do, but
but I don't.
The homebodies will not be around.
I don't want to get caught by this guy when he comes back from the end of his shift. So.
Well, if absolutely necessary, perhaps. He does also tend to work an evening shift. Today is Tirdos. Yes, perfect. He should.
It's Monday. I love that you have the names of the weeks and the months off of the top of your head. And it's not Schmatterday.
He works an evening shift in town. Should start right at dusk.
So he's both morning and evening shifts.
Just on Tirdos.
Oh wow. Okay.
So right at dusk might be the best time then.
No.
But I'll leave it to your judgment.
Thank you. Okay. How do we split the? I mean, I don't think we're gonna split a ring, but how do we show? What's in it for me?
I'm sorry. Did I not already just get you a discount on that equipment you're wearing?
Gave me a 2 silver pieces discount, man.
That's something more than you had.
Yes. Is it? You want me to go in there?
Yes.
And steal Legionnaire property?
Returning an object taken from your dear friend.
Mm-hmm.
On your own volition.
Yeah. Hey. Good luck.
Good luck to you too, friend.
Okay. I'm going to walk towards the barracks.
The points of his teeth shone quite clearly through that grin.
I'm gonna walk towards the barracks, and with my papers in hand, I'm going to say, "Hey, I'm here. I'm here to get my insignia. Where am I supposed to go to get my agent insignia?"
Talk to the quartermaster.
Okay, thank you. And I head to the quartermaster and show my papers to say, see, it says Agent Gaius here, and the Emperor signed it. So, hurry up.
How did you? You know what? I think that this story is above my pay grade. I've got at least here.
Okay. Thank
There
you.
you are, Agent Gladius.
Okay. I look at the papers and I'm like, oh yeah, I've got to travel and deliver this package. Do you have like a map of the area or like?
I can show you the general map of Satanine, which he points behind him. It shows Satanine, the town that you are in, as well as a certain amount of swampland to the west. It also marks out the two main routes, one towards Laod and one towards Pelagiad, branching out from Satanine, as well as the marked patrol positions along said route.
Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna make a bad drawing of it, I think. I'm taking a lot of inspiration from Ren T for this character. And I think I'm gonna go back to the barracks after that. Are there names on the chests and the boards and stuff like this?
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to look for the Brasilius's one.
You're able to identify it. There's not too many folks around at this time.
Cool.
There are some.
Okay. Cool. I am going to try to open it. Is it locked?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna. Hey, can I get some help over here? I was assigned to this bunk. Okay. Hey, somebody, come help me. Somebody put a lock on my chest.
That's because it's not your chest. That's Brasilius's.
No, it is my chest. I was assigned to the third bed from the wall, from the north wall.
When did you even join up with the Legion? I don't recognize you.
I'm going to, just transferred. I'm gonna show him my, insignia.
This is the Spearman bunk. You're in the wrong place.
Oh. Well, I guess they must have made a mistake, but I'm to take this bed and this chest. So
Go talk to the quartermaster again. This one's already claimed.
okay, I pick up the chest.
No, put that down. That doesn't belong to you. Down.
No, I'm just going to get the lock fixed. Listen. I'm on a very important mission. You see this? This is the seal of the emperor right there. So you're gonna you're gonna get in my way, Spearman, or you're gonna let an agent do his job?
I'm not going to let you walk away with the possessions of my fellow spearmen. Put that down, talk to the quartermaster, and get the lock fixed here.
Okay. Who's got the keys for all of the locks?
The quartermaster.
Okay, I'll thank you. What's your name and rank, dude?
Spearman Antonius Flavius.
Okay, thank you, Spearman Antonius Flavius. Who's your superior?
You don't know?
Who's your superior?
Should be the same as you.
Oh, cool. I am. Fuck. Can I? I get up and I'm like, I don't have time for this. I'm gonna pick up the chest and start to just try to walk out.
Hey, where? He follows you.
Okay.
Where are you going with that?
I'm getting it opened.
Well, okay, fine. Perfect. Let's bring it to the quartermaster.
Okay. He follows me. I'm gonna reach the quartermaster and I'm going to like put the chest down and say, Agent Gladius, I need this chest open, please.
Why?
Well, it's mine. It's been assigned to me.
You said your name is Gladius?
Yes.
Why does it say Brasilius?
Well, clearly there's been some sort of mistake.
Who assigned you this chest?
The boss.
Who?
Look, here. It says it right here.
Emperor Uriel Septim VII assigned you this chest.
Yeah, you want to check the seal against the records?
Get out of my office.
Fine. I put the letter back. I pick up the chest.
Leave the chest behind.
But I need this.
You do not need someone else's chest.
I'm an agent on a mission. So I'd like to make an intimidation check, please. I'm trying to pull rank as hard as I can here.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell very, very loudly. Cool. Intimidation. Come on, dice. Okay. 18. If I don't have advantage.
Okay. Okay. 18 is pretty good.
Hurry up!
Fine. He grabs his keys, he opens the chest, and begins taking Brasilius's items and putting them behind his desk.
I'll help you.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to grab the ring with sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm so bad at sleight of hand. Yeah. Yep. I rolled a 9.
All of it?
Huh?
All of it, soldier.
I like look inside.
I mean, what you just slipped into your pocket too.
Oh, that's my ring.
Let me see it.
That's my ring.
Let me see it.
That's my ring.
Then let me see it. Get out of my sight.
Have a good day. I leave. I get the fuck out of there.
Okay. It is now coming up on noon. You see the afternoon shift hang out.
I grabbed the empty chest.
Okay.
Cool. I've got an empty chest. I'm adding it to my inventory.
Okay. marked Brasilius. Don't forget that.
Like wood chest, right?
Yeah.
Imperial wood chest, marked.
It is worth noting here that when you were a child and were on the island of Ardenfell, you didn't spend much of your time inside of the cities. But the few times that you did, everything looked very different. This, stylistically, looks much closer to what you remember from inside of the Empire than even in Blacklight when you were stationed in the Redarin capital. No, this city is new construction. You can even smell the wood is still somewhat fresh cut, isn't even starting to rot yet, despite the humidity. This is an imperial settlement, and a new one at that. But that being said, you do you do have to leave this place. There are 2 main walking paths out. However, you hear...
I do have to leave, like, the barracks, right?
Well,
not the whole town?
The barracks are here, yes. Like, you will have to leave here at some point.
Yes.
There are 2 main walking paths branching to the east and west from the very small town. But from not too far away, you hear the girly of a silt strider echoing out over the bay.
What is that?
A nearby guard says, newbies. It's a silt strider. Think of it like a carriage. Go on, have a look if you're off duty.
Carriages don't make that sort of noises.
Just look.
I am going to be like very carefully looking. I think that like the edge of town is a place where I kind of stop and look at the wilderness and I to anyone who is looking at Gladius's face, there is fear of there's dread of this, of the untamed, of nature and the wild.
So the environment around the town is very swampy, very marshy. There are willow trees with their branches hanging low and swaying in the wind. There are giant mushroom stalks, some taller than the trees, with trunks thicker than your body. But there is also, on a tall rocky outcropping, a point where a cliff hangs over the sea. You see a tall, long-limbed insect, at least 30 feet tall. The thing it most closely resembles to your mind is a flea, but certainly you've never seen a flea of that size and structure. You see 2 long antennae from in front of it rub together and then vibrate, and you hear once again the call. Above, you can see a Dunmer running a hand along the large carapace, seemingly trying to calm it.
Does it look like you'd need like you know, like the staircases we used to get on planes in the modern day?
You certainly would if it wasn't already situated on a cliff. So it's a 30-foot tall cliffside that the path runs past.
That's 3d6 damage, that could kill me!
But the Silt Strider is standing on like rocky shore beneath, so you...
Is it 30 feet tall?
Yes.
I am never getting on top of one of those.
Okay. Cool. Then you're walking to Balmora.
Yeah. I'm going to look for either Fargoth or Ariel.
Okay. Well, Aril has a job.
Yes.
So you could definitely go to the trade house and find him.
Yes. Like, I just wanted to let you know in case I saw Fargoth on the way there.
Mm-hmm.
I get in there and I say, when's the next caravan? The next traders? The people who give you your stock or who the supply line heading out of here?
Most of what I get comes directly through the Census and Excise office, but there is a much larger port city in Ebonheart.
The supply lines, they come through here a lot, right?
Not so much. Ebonheart's the main port. I'm more.
But we get the barracks get resupplied, right?
Yes, through ships. Cagey about the Silt Striders, aren't you?
It's not just the Silk Striders. I have nightmares from this place.
Well, where are you trying to go?
I look at the envelope and I say, hold on. Is the address, is the city written on here? On there?
It just says Balmora, but yeah.
Balmora, okay. Okay, you know where Balmora city is?
Yeah.
I want to be on the other side of the island from that.
Well, a boat would be the good way to do it. We're fairly close to Balmora, about a day's walk. If you hang around long enough, a ship might pass through on its way to La Ode, Ebenhart, maybe Vivek. Not the other side of the nation, but it's a start. If not, Silk Strider, well, it'll take you through Balmora first.
No Silk Striders for me.
Well then, you'll be waiting on a boat. How much coinage you got? Those two silvers, yeah?
None of your... Yeah, those 2 silver.
That won't pay you ship fare.
No, but I can get hired as a guard.
They're all operated by the East Empire Company. You think they don't come with their own?
They could probably always use more.
Always worth a try, I suppose. Or you could take those 2 silvers and make your way up to Balmora, as you clearly have business there.
No. Thank you. Hey, do you want a chest? I'll give you a gold piece for it.
You'll give me a gold piece for it?
I'll give it to you for a gold piece.
Why does it say Brasilius on it?
That's my name.
Your name is Gladius.
Gladius Brasilius.
So you happen to have the same last name as a guard within the barracks that keeps giving Fargoth trouble.
So do you want... hey, 1 gold piece, it's a steal. And yes... This, do you know how many names the Imperials have? They have like 5 names. Septimus just means 7th. Like it just means the 7th child. That's what the Emperor's name. Yeah, we have like 5 names to go around. Do you want?
I think I'll pass.
I'm gonna grab my halberd and I'm gonna try to like scrape off the name.
What tool proficiencies you got?
Poisoner's kit.
Okay. Roll strength.
Okay.
Or roll dexterity.
Okay. I rolled 13 strength.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, you're able to get the name off of the chest.
Cool.
He says, nice, good hack job there. I'll give you a silver.
Hold on 1 second. No, this is worth at least 5 gold pieces.
Maybe if it wasn't damaged by a halberd.
Listen, dude, please?
No fence.
I'm gonna pick the chest. Ooh, sorry. I'm gonna pick the chest back up, and I'm gonna hold on. Is there anything else that I've got? No. That's cool. Look around. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
You hear, again, the call of the Siltstrider. As you look up, you see...
I'm gonna walk in the opposite direction.
That's the ocean.
I'm gonna walk towards the ocean.
Yeah.
Those things scared the shit out of me.
There are a few people boarding the Siltstrider. It looks like it is likely to depart soon.
Mad. You're all mad.
The guard says, it's a relatively safe ride. It takes some getting used to being inside of a bug, but...
You go inside of this thing?
Oh yeah, the shell's hollowed out. That way, if you have to travel through an ash storm or something, it doesn't get anywhere in your face, though. Probably still want to have a covering. It'll get you to Balmora inside a day.
I'm not going to Balmora.
Vivek, the same, though. I think you'll have to wait a few days for the other direction. It's Tyrdos, right? Yeah, it'll be here, Tyrdos.
I'm gonna go look around town for poisonous plants.
Roll survival.
Can I roll with my poisoner's kit?
You can roll survival.
19!
Okay, cool. You spot a tree with two types of mushrooms growing on it that look very, very similar. One, Hyphaeophasia, that has some beneficial alchemical effects, and the other one called Bungler's Bane, that looks very, very similar.
Yeah. But this one is poisonous.
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna make a poison with my poisoner's kit.
Okay. Yeah, you have roll on your poisoner's kit.
With which attribute?
Wisdom.
I'm not a very wise.
Well, my second choice was intelligence.
22, baby!
Okay, yeah. You make a very effective poison out of your Bungler's Bane. It is going to be a DC 18 poison that gives the poisoned condition and also does 1d8 points of poison damage on hit.
DC 18 con?
Yeah.
And 1d8?
1d8.
Cool. I'm gonna go try to sell that to Ariel.
Okay. Back again, I see.
Yeah, I got some good stuff.
A potion.
A poison.
Is this a threat?
Oh no, it's an item you can sell.
How many poisoners do you think are coming through the Census and Excise office of Saint Anine? Look,
I imagine all sorts of Imperials need to somebody to need a vacancy in the ranks to get to a better position. So
you might be right there. After all, Processius Vitellius has been missing for days. Well,
I'll give you 10 gold pieces for it.
you'll give me 10 gold. Excellent.
No, wait. I'll give it to you for 10 gold pieces.
8.
Okay.
Alright, you have 8 gold pieces.
Nice. Haha. He didn't even. I turn around and I'm like, you don't test it. You have to. You're just gonna have to trust me that it's that good.
He raises one eyebrow and casts Identify.
Okay.
Did you give him the real poison?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna be like, oh, you can identify?
Yes.
Okay. I've got a ring.
Where?
It's in my stomach right now.
What?
Can you identify it for me?
Probably not unless you produce it.
Well, I'll be around. I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Wonderful.
Nice dealing with you.
Always a pleasure.
I'm gonna leave. I think I look around and I'm like, this is until there's a large large convoy or group that's well protected from the wilderness. This is my oyster. This village is my oyster.
You're not leaving the city limits?
I'm terrified of the wild. I am not leaving the city limits.
Well, I'm glad that I have instilled a healthy fear of the setting in you. I do maybe wish perhaps I had instilled a little less of a healthy fear of the setting in you, given...
I know I'm gonna need to go at some point. I'll wait a couple of days to go by boat if I need to.
Okay, where are you gonna sleep?
I'm gonna come. Can we end it here for today, and I'll come up with a stupid idea for the next game?
Yeah.
Oh, my star has to be the fact that I'm coming in with big Rin energy, and you're just like, get the fuck out of my face. Get out of here.
Get out of my face, get out of my life.
You ring-eating madman. Like, I'm so happy that I'm not playing a smart character, but I am playing a charismatic character who is willing to be a chaos gremlin. And it's so fun because it's like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna try to like report me. I'm an agent. I'm not gonna be here for very long. You like, it's fine. I ate a ring. Like, let it go, brother.
My brother in Christ, it's fine.
I think I'm probably going to Divine Sense to detect anything. If there's like a shrine or a nearby consecrated place. I think my wish is for ways to travel for lots of adventures inside of cities.
That's what a Silk Strider is, Simon. That's your intercity travel. That's your carriage.
Yeah. Except that's a creature.
Yeah, it will have just as much safety and security as a wagon pulled by oxen.
That's what I want you to believe.
Well, you're gonna have a really hard time getting around without the carriage system.
I'm okay with Gladius needing time before being able to do that.
Okay, well, then you're waiting on a boat.
Yay! My wish is for you to be patient with Glad. No, it's okay. This time it's not shenanigans because I'm trying to be super smart and have the most powerful character. It's just me channeling Alex, channeling Ren.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. What's your star and your wish?
My star is
your
absolutely unhinged behavior.
Can you sit down? I want your face to be recorded while you give me this.
Absolutely unhinged behavior, like at all times. Like you don't even know what a doorway is, much less a hinge. I knew I was in trouble from the very start when you were just like, "Oh, I'm gonna be sick." I was like, "You're on the prison boat. Let the guy." I'm like, "This is a star, right? This is not an actual complaint."
Like,
but like the fact that you were just like, "No, I'm not going to make this man's life easy, releasing me from prison."
Like you had to spell it out for me because I was like, I'm getting transferred. Like until I heard you say release, I was like, oh, great. Still gonna make your life miserable, dude. It's like they're cops. They're guards. I'm never going to give them a good time, especially after I take my oath of the common man. Thank you for giving me a civilian that, despite like the evil coding, is still a relatable dude. Like he just wants to steal stuff from the guards. I get it. I also will steal stuff from the guards while I'm out there, namely this chest.
I guess my wish is so I'm certainly okay with detours, but remember that when we talked about this, you had mentioned that you were very interested in actually trying to play the main quest.
Yes.
So
yes. Okay.
My wish is for you to not spend forever running as far as you possibly can away from.
I'm doing a refusal of the call. That dream was mysterious and intriguing, but so far it feels mostly like a dream where I had convulsion, and I don't want to think about it or needing to go to a doctor about it.
That's all. Just don't run headfirst away from the plot. Exclusively. I do have other things.
I think Gladius is going to mix up the names of the city he wants to go to and the name of the city he doesn't want to go to in the days it takes for the ships to come around.
Okay.
Does that satisfy your wish?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Good game.
Good game.